Okay, so this video is going to be about weird things people have said to me. These are going to be real stories. Maybe probably not the weirdest that anybody else has gone through, but weird for me. And I'll save the best one for last. I went to look at an apartment. The landlord was super excited. You know, I see somebody come out of the house. I'm thinking, oh man, this place must be fantastic because, you know, this person's begging for him to just give it to her right now. And he's like, well, I've got this one person. Like, yeah, you got that one person. Me. We get into the house. We're looking at the bedroom. And he's like, oh, the bedroom ceiling leaks, which means that on one side. So put your bed over here and not over here because the roof may cave in. The roof might cave in. And I'm sitting here thinking, and why hasn't this been fixed? And how did this even pass code? It's like, yeah, just put your bed on the side. You'll be good. You'll be good to go. So we hit the kitchen and there's black mold everywhere. And he's like, that's not really mold. That's actually just a bunch of mildew. And I'm, oh, now I've seen black mold. This is really bad. And he's like, you know, how about this? I'll knock off $50 a month if you do the repairs for the apartment. Hey, Mr. Man, never called that landlord back. Kind of weird. If you're trying to sit here and sell an apartment to somebody, you don't tell them to put the bed on the other side because the roof may cave in. That's like an instant no. Moral of the story, at the end of it, that girl ended up taking the apartment. She must have thought it was a steal. Maybe she likes living life on the edge, but I don't. So the next two things that I'm going to tell you is retail because, well, let's just face it. Retail is just crazy. The first thing I'm going to tell you is this person comes up to me like, hey, I think you might want to go check on this guy. He's sitting in a corner and he is playing with things that he shouldn't be. If me and a manager had to go over to him and tell him that he was not allowed in the store anymore because the whole time he was peeping over something so he could look at all the cashiers as they like walked by. How weird. Goes to a retail store and does that. My next story is there was this guy. Keep it serious, right? So this guy walks in and he's like, watch out for those white vans. And he was dead serious, totally creepy, no smile on his face. He wasn't playing a joke. He seriously looked like he meant what he meant. I stood there and I'm like, okay, well, I rung all this stuff up. I gave it to him and I'm like, thank you. And he just looked at me intently for like a second and then walked out. His face was pale white and like his hair was like light blonde. He was just creepy and I've never seen him again. And I live in a small town. I've never seen this guy again. So it kind of makes me even more creeped out. Like, where is he hiding? Hopefully not over by where the other guy was hiding. He had found a hiding spot. So maybe that's where he goes, but I don't work there anymore. So that's their problem. So my last one, this is my last story. I dressed up for Halloween. I was like a fairy or something, whatever, those lame Halloween, costumes. So I got these fairy wings. I got like this like sparklies on my face. I don't know how to do makeup very well. So I have this crappy makeup schmoogle on my face. The guy I was with at the time, we were at a bar. And I wasn't drinking, but he was. So I'm like, why don't we go to McDonald's and grab some French fries and some burgers? As we're driving to this McDonald's, he looks at me and he says, can I tell you something? Yeah, sure. What do you got to say? What's going on? And he's like, the perfume or the face makeup that you're wearing smells like what my mother smelled like an hour after she passed away in their house. So, in other words, I smelled like a person who had been dead for an hour. I don't know how to respond to that. I felt really terrible because I hate that I would have to be a memory for him for that, but at the same time, I was like, where can I find scalding hot water and just pour it all over my body and get whatever it was off of my body. That was weird. I mean, I felt really bad for him. He had a really hard life with his mother, okay? And when she passed away, they had to wait for somebody to come pick her up. And he's trying to explain the smell. And when he said I smelled like that, let's just say I've never put Halloween face makeup on again. My perfume now smells like pretty fruity stuff. And I mean, it always has, but I don't know what mix-up that had that day, but it was bad. So there you go, guys. That was my weirder moments that I've gone to. Some that were funny, some were actually kind of strange. That is what I have for today. And hopefully there's going to be more coming tomorrow. And rock on, everybody. See you later.